Hi, welcome to ADI Technical Training. I'm Matthew. In this video, we're going to look at setting up the 2N Verso, calling a 2N indoor compact. Step 1, we need to go to the 2N website. Whilst we're on the website, we're going to use the search bar at the top there to search for the network scanner. So if you type that in, it brings up the network scanner. Click on the results, choose your operating system, Apple or Windows, and install. Once installed, run the software. It will self-scan and it will have a look on the network, see what products it can find. In this case, it's found the Indoor Compact and the Verso. You'll also notice because these devices are DHCP enabled, they have IP addresses. So when you're setting these devices up, make sure you're plugged into some device which can issue a DHCP credentials. If not, what you can do is actually go to where it says IP address, right click, and you can change the IP addresses to bring it within range. If you don't do that, the IP address will be 0.0.0. So you really do need to make sure you got DHCP enabled. So what we're going to do now, we'll double click on the Verso, and that will take us to the Verso splash screen. The username for the first time login, the username would be admin, password is 2M, and you're auto prompted to change that. It will never be 2N after the first use. So I'll change it to a password you use quite often. Once you're logged in, we need to go to do a couple of housekeeping jobs first of all. So let's click on the orange tab there that says System. And towards the bottom of the list it says Maintenance. And at the bottom there you can see the tab Check Now. So what we're going to do is we're going to click that, and that'll tell us if our firmware is up to date. On 2N, it's really important your firmware is up to date. In my case, I know I'm up to date because it says it there. If it wasn't, you can upgrade the firmware. You've got that button just above where you can upgrade firmware, and that'll go through the process of changing to the latest version. Okay, so that's the maintenance dealt with. We're up to date with the latest version of firmware in this case. So now we need to find the phone. So we're in the door station, and we need to tell the door station further down the line the address of the phone. So within the Verso, we can actually go to the services, the purple menu, and at the top there we're going to click on phone. On the top navigation, click on local calls, and then towards the bottom where it says LAN devices, it has an onboard scanner. We can click and it will show us the devices that we have on the network. Just highlight the name and then copy. Save that to the clipboard. This is the name of the phone, so we'll come to that in the next step. Now using the blue navigation, it takes us to the directory. We're going to go to users, and you can just see there, create new user. So click on that, and that will give us some basic information. So in this case, we've got the name of front door, so give your device a name, whichever name you like. Next is the phone number. Now when it's a 2N device, it's simply that, it's device. So the phone number would be device : and then press paste. And you're going to paste the name in of your indoor touch. Once you've done that, at the bottom there it says save, click on save, and that's a user added to the system. The next step is how the button on the door station behaves, how you're going to initiate that call. So we go to the grey menu, hardware, go to the tab that says buttons. Now on this instance, I've got a 2-button panel, but you could have a 1-button panel or a 6-button panel. But I've got a 1-button panel. So where it's at the end there, simply press the user button, and that'll bring up the list, the available devices that can be called when you press button 1. Fairly intuitive. So as I've only got one device, only one device comes up. So highlight that, press add, and now button 1 will call what we've called front door. At the bottom there, you've got the button that says save. Press that, and that's now saved. Okay, so there we go. That's the door station now set up. When you press the call button, it will call the indoor touch. So here's a video showing you the process. There's no narration on this video. It just shows you what we've gone through basically. So have a watch of this. Thanks very much for watching. All the products mentioned in this training video can be found on our website. Links are below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much.